So, hi everyone! Thanks for coming back. This is a collaboration that I decided to do with a close friend of mine. This is Shana Wood. Say hi, Shana.
Hi everybody. Nice to meet you.
You may know Shana. Shana is the brains behind Sugarwood, my favorite treat company, and we met, what, 6 years ago?
Yes, 5 or 6 years ago.
A long time.
Yes.
And we've been to Miami together. We've seen each other all over the place. But as some of you know, I'll be leaving and moving to Las Vegas soon, and she lives in Cumberland, Wisconsin, and it was a 45-minute plane ride, and so we thought, let's do one quick trip before I move. So we thought, why don't we do a video together to maybe tell you a little bit more about our brands. And I thought that so many of you who know us both online might think it was fun to see us do a video together. And so stay tuned, because at the end of the video we're going to do a little giveaway.
So excited.
And you want to talk about what you're going to be giving away?
Yes, I'm so excited, you guys. Hi, I'm so happy to be here. Are you guys jealous? Because who doesn't watch her videos and look at all this glam? She's embarrassed. Anyway, so what we're going to be doing is giving away a bunch of stuff from Cumberland, Wisconsin, from the world famous Louie's Finer Meats, which is one of the best butcher shops. They are world renowned. So I've put together a bunch of goodies from that store, which happen to include a couple of my products because they sell them there. So we have the sea salt topped caramel bites, which is the best caramel you're ever going to eat. And then the sea salt topped caramel shortbread. And this is a cookie crust bottom, a vanilla shortbread bottom covered with caramel and covered in sea salt. So
my favorite.
Yes, so those are going to be in your giveaway, whoever wins. I'm so excited.
Stay tuned. We'll announce how to enter the giveaway. It'll be really simple, very easy peasy, and all you have to do is subscribe and follow our pages. I'll give you more details at the end, and I'll also be including a few Dirty Goat goodies. So,
oh my gosh, her goodies are so good.
Thank you.
Yes.
So with that, let's get started. So we thought what we would do is we came up with a few questions that we would ask each other that we thought would be interesting as viewers. So we could get started with that. You want to ask your question first?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't remember. I did get to glance at them, but I'm more comfortable off the cuff because I feel like you get more kind of honest answers. So I know what they are, but I don't really have anything really prepared, so I'm kind of
the best kind of answers.
Shooting from the hip here.
Okay, so one of the first questions I asked was, how was the Dirty Goat born, and what was your inspiration, and how has it evolved over the years while you've been in business?
Okay, so I started the Dirty Goat when my son turned 16 and became a teenager. Well, he became a teenager before 16, but he got to that age where he just was doing his own thing all of the time. And I just kind of felt like, and I was doing Erica Clark photography. I was a full-time wedding photographer, and I was doing that all the time, and I just felt like I need something that is not Erica Clark photography. And to take me away from the computer. And I've always loved good smelling bath and body products. So I just decided to start with very simple, basic melt and pour soap. And it was goat milk soap, and that's how it got started. It got started in my little kitchen. And so I thought, well, I'll just make it for me and friends. And then I was making so much that I was just like, I'm giving away a lot of products all the time. And then I thought, okay, well, I'll just charge enough just to break even. And then I thought, well, okay, well, I need a name. I can't just have a name because I always have to take it to the top level. And I'm like, okay, well, if I had it to do over again, I don't know if I would still name it the Dirty Goat. But at the time, I had nothing to lose. There was no risk at all. So I was just like, just be cheeky. Just name it something quirky and fun. Like, who cares? Nobody cares. So I named it the Dirty Goat because it was goat milk soap, and you're supposed to get clean, and then that was really all it was. And then I hired a up-and-coming graphic designer and said, I just want a graphic of a Dirty Goat. And
is it the same logo?
It's the same logo.
Oh my gosh.
I'm still not tired of it. I just thought, well, when I get tired of it, I'll look for another graphic designer, but I just still think it's cute, and I think it's become synonymous. So how has it evolved? I started in a tiny, tiny, tiny kitchenette. Like, our old house was like a kitchenette, and then when we moved into this house, the entire basement was all a usable, clean, dry area where there was sink available and a facility, like an entire room. It was almost like
it was
this house
made for you.
Yeah, it was almost like this house was made for the Dirty Goat. And then it just got to the point where it was making more money than Erica Clark Photography.
Yeah.
And the risk isn't as much with someone's wedding pictures. Your stomach is always turning. I'm like sick. Like please don't let anything happen to these pictures. Please don't let me mess up. Please don't let my camera fail. And it's just, it was super rewarding, but it's a scary job. And if I still had to do it, I would love it. And I would be very grateful that I was still my own boss. But this job is so much more relaxed. Like yes, there's responsibility. You know, I don't want to mix anything together, but I use a lot of very gentle ingredients. Like there's really not much that's going to happen with these products, you know. And so I appreciate that fact a lot.
And it's so interactive too. I love how interactive it is with
it's
your
very
customers.
interactive. Okay, so my turn. So my question is, what have you learned about yourself, as either personally or as a business owner, since you started Sugarwood?
I love that question.
I do too.
I think it's just so thoughtful. I think one of the things I was most surprised about was the idea that I could be a business owner, because I was a mom before we got into baking, and I started baking just for my kids' birthday parties and fun stuff like that, and then it transitioned into stores hearing about us and picking up our product. I had no dreams of being in stores. I just wanted to bake cakes for my kids. So my identity as a mom kind of got washed away when we were like, oh my gosh, people want our stuff. We can actually be a business. So one of the things that really surprised me was how dedicated I would be. Many times I've tried little things throughout my life. I was a photographer for a while, which is how I met Erica. Actually, we were both photographers, and that kind of fizzled away, and this just stuck like glue, and it just felt right. And it's one of the first times in my life I felt full, and I felt like excited to learn more. You know, we had to learn about packaging, branding, health codes for the state that we live in. We had to build a commercial facility. My husband had to spend hours studying, and we never got sick of it. I was surprised at that, because I get bored easily sometimes, and I thought, oh, this will be fun for a while, and then I'll move on to something else. And this got into my blood, and I don't know if it's just because it's Sugarwood or because I discovered I'm an entrepreneur. And that,
you're so humble. I love it. You're like, I'm surprised. I'm like, I'm not surprised at you at all at that.
Oh, that's so sweet. But yeah, that was a wonderful reward, and how much I love it. Like you were saying, you wake up so grateful.
Yeah.
I think the gratitude is another thing that just shocked me. And that's why we connect so much as entrepreneurs, because it's a lonely life.
Yes.
You're on your own.
Yes.
And
all day, every day.
Yeah. And not many of my friends in my inner circle are entrepreneurs. They have jobs. They go to work. So she and I connected so much because she was the only other person, like in the morning, that's like, hey, did that packager get back to you? Or how's it going with that new product you tried? Did it work out? How'd that taste? And
how's this heat doing for you?
Yeah,
like, is it melting your stuff? Because we have that in common.
Gosh.
I mean, yours is food and mine is body care, but it's like, is the heat melting everything?
Yes.
How is everything going?
Yes. So I think I was just so surprised that there was like this whole world of other people like me too, and that was one of the greatest surprises too, is just the gratitude I feel for getting to do this. And she says that too. Sometimes we cry when we Marco Polo. We're like, we're so grateful. We're so grateful. Look at what we're doing right now.
It's obnoxious. Like, I know I would be obnoxious around other people. I've always said I'm obnoxiously grateful. Like, yeah, we get it. Okay, you're grateful.
But you can never share that enough. And I think the reason that we're doing so well, because I consider us moderately successful, is that we're grateful. So that was one of the really cool surprises that came out of it.
Good job.
Thanks.
Okay, so now it's your turn to ask me a question.
Okay. Hope you're going to edit this out. Maybe not. Okay, next question.
Now I won't.
Let's leave it in. Okay. Ooh, we like this one. Okay. In what ways have you been challenged as a small business owner? And then, side note, how do you create balance within those challenges?
Okay, challenges. I think you have the same kind of type of personality. I wouldn't say that I'm controlling, and
I know. My husband would disagree.
I was just thinking Phil might disagree, which is why we balance each other out so well.
Yeah, me too.
And I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist, but I feel like I like to think I have high standards.
Do you know what Oprah says about being a perfectionist?
What?
Because she's the queen of it.
Of course.
She said, I'm not a perfectionist. I have an affinity for detail.
Yeah.
So I feel that way about you.
Because I will let it go. Like, if it's, look, this is the best I can do. If I did the best I could do and I'm confident in it, I will put it out. Perfect is different to different people. So, like, I don't even know what perfect means.
Right.
But I don't consider myself a perfectionist, but it's very, very hard for me to succumb to if a supplier messes up. So, like, this has happened on occasion. If someone gets a deodorant tube and the deodorant tube and the tube itself, and I twist Phil and I twist each one up to make sure it twists. But sometimes things just happen. And I feel like that reflects poorly on my brand when a supplier messes up.
That's so frustrating.
It's so frustrating because it's just painful. Like you're a reflection on me and my brand. So that's a challenge, like letting go of, like, you know, it's a challenge to prepare for that.
Yes.
You know, because I'm like, I know I can be counted on. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm straight. Right. But then I'm like, oh, you didn't mail it out on time? You know, you have to, like, prepare for all of that. Yeah, you didn't do your job, or I have to call you because I'm short something and now I don't have enough. So that's frustrating.
That was one of the great things too she taught me, because I was coming to her with challenges and one of them was stickering, and finally she showed me her sticker and she goes, I print my own stickers, I don't have to wait for a supplier.
Yeah, I couldn't take it anymore.
She's like, do your own stickers. And so it finally occurred to me, like, oh my gosh, I have a wonderful friend, Kathy, who helps me with my stickers, but I can print my own stickers. I don't have to wait for somebody to bring my stuff in.
I had to let that go. I was like, no, I can't let this be in someone else's hands anymore. It was too much.
As much as you can.
Yeah, right. But it's impossible, so you have to let that go. So that's the balance part. That's how I balance it. I learned from that. Like, okay, well, I kind of think to myself, okay, well, what role did I play in that? I didn't order in advance. You know what I mean? Or then you learned a lesson. Okay, well, this is a company you can't deal with anymore because you can't count on them. So I kind of try to take responsibility for whatever role I could have played. Like, you know what? This company in some way is telling me not to work with them.
Yep.
So time to find a new supplier. Yep. And that's one of the reasons that the deodorants aren't in the same tube anymore. It's just, it was too much. There was too many people were saying my deodorant tube broke. And then I would have to, like, the deodorant tube company didn't pay for me to send them a new one. So then I had to save enough back to replace this, and I was just like, no more.
Too much.
This is too much. So that's how I try to balance it, is I just accept it for what it is and try to learn from what they're telling me. So I would say that's probably letting go of control.
Allowing surrender too, in what you can. Yeah, you're really good at that too. Like, she's so good at helping me figure out, like, how to just let go of what you can't control.
It also helps to just complain to each other.
Yeah, get it out.
Don't you find that sometimes something quits eating you up if you just complain about it to someone else? And then that's it. That's all you need.
Someone who gets it.
Yeah, that's all you kind of need, is for them to say, oh gosh, yeah, that sucks.
Or that happened to me. And
I hate it. I don't know how you do it. And then you're like, okay, I'm good now. Yeah. Like, sometimes I don't even need to go to the supplier and be like, I can't believe you did this. You know, it's like, okay, I feel better. Okay, so next question. Okay, so the next question is, and I don't know if you're interested, I'll link in the description box below. Shana is also a phenomenal writer. And didn't you say you're working on a book?
Yeah.
I thought so. I was like, she kind of just said it.
Never said it out loud to you.
Yeah, you said it, like, in the background, like, haphazardly, and I was like, what? You never even told me that. So I don't know, but she's an excellent writer, which is another reason we connected, is because I love to read, and I, believe it or not, I love to write too, and I think great writers are few and far between. And so she's such a great storyteller. So I made one of my questions, tell me one of your favorite Sugarwood stories.
Oh, she's so sweet. Thank you, by the way, for the compliment. Okay, so this was a really special moment, and I'll probably never forget it. Now I'm gonna cry. Okay, I'm gonna try not to cry. It's embarrassing.
I cried at everything.
You do.
We were talking about how everyone's always surprised at that. When I tell people I cry all the time, they're like, you cry? And if someone sees me cry, they get really uncomfortable, because I guess because I come off as really, like, together, like, I hold it together, and I'm like, I cry at Kitchen Nightmares, I cry at everything. Undercover Boss, I'm like, ugh. And it makes people really uncomfortable because they're not used to seeing it. So I'm definitely gonna cry.
She will tear up if you tell her a sweet story. She cried at this story too. So yes, it was really sweet. Okay, so I'll set the scene a little bit just to give you a little bit of background so you kind of understand where most of the gratitude came from. My husband had a seizure in the spring, and it was the first seizure he's ever had, and it was a very terrifying, scary experience. So after all of that, he had some time off of work. And we were just enjoying each other's time. My best friend, Jennifer, took my kids for the weekend so John and I could kind of regroup. And during that regrouping, we were like, let's go up to Louie's, the gift set guy, guys. That's one of the best butchers in town. And he's like, let's run up to Louie's and get some steaks and we can have, we can grill out. And I was like, okay, that'd be great. I wasn't cute. I wasn't, you know, sometimes when I go into stores where my product is sold, I'm always thinking like I could see someone. So I want to try to look at least somewhat decent. But at this point, with my husband's health, I was just like, I'm happy we're alive. And I'm throwing on a pair of flip-flops and we're going to Louie's. So we get to Louie's and we're standing in line with our steaks. I'm trying to be incognito because I just don't want... People are very nice because it's a small town to chit-chat, but at that time
it's easy to get noticed. Like,
yeah, a little bit. And I just wasn't in that mode. I wasn't Sugarwood Lady at this time. I was John's wife. We were going to have dinner and hang out together. And I'm standing in line waiting to check out, and I hear this gentleman. I hope he sees this video someday. Oh my gosh, I don't remember his name. I feel so bad. But I hear a gentleman about 3 people up from me, and he is holding this package, and he's reading the back, and he's telling the girl with him, read this story about this girl.
And he had no idea she was standing there.
He didn't know who I was. No idea. And he's like, look at this. Oh my God, this is the best candy you'll ever have. I buy it every time I come. I ship it to my friends. Look at the sweet story about her and her grandma on the back. I mean, isn't that so touching? You have to buy this. You have to buy this. And I was just standing there like stunned that I got to witness this moment. And it was really special because I was just having a hard time with my business, and I'm sorry.
It was very serendipitous. It was just like that moment happened at the right time. Like,
yeah, I was thinking I was gonna have to give up Sugarwood, honestly, because at that point I didn't.
Who knew?
I didn't know what.
You may have to be his nurse now.
Yeah,
right.
Yes, she gets it. That's what I was thinking. I have to be his wife, and I might not be able to continue this business. And I was ready, man. I'll cut all ties for my family. But it broke my heart a little bit. So I was struggling with that at the moment, like, oh God, whatever. And I'm just standing in the line, and hearing him be so complimentary about it was like this universal sign to me, like, nah, sweetheart, you don't have to give it all up. Look at how much people love your stuff. There's a way. That's what I kept, the feeling I got was like, you can do it. There's a way. So I ran up to him afterwards. John's like, you have to say something to this guy. And I'm like, I'm so ugly right now, but I don't care. I tapped him on the shoulder. I said, hi. He was like, what?
Because the picture, you don't have a picture on the back, so he didn't know. He was like, who's this weirdo lady? No.
And I forgot he didn't know me. I sound so arrogant, like he didn't know who I was. But in a small town, everyone knows you. He was from out of town and comes there to cabin. And I said, hi. I just wanted to tell you that I really appreciate what you said. And he's still not connecting that it's me. And he's holding it and looking at me. And I said, I'm the one who made that. That's my business. And his eyes lit up and he was like, what? Oh my God, Shana, what? Oh my God, I love this stuff. And it was like this showering of love that just hit me so hard from a stranger. And if we would have been in there 5 minutes earlier or later, I would have never seen that moment. And we hugged and we chatted, and I didn't give him my whole spiel, even though my husband is standing there in a sling because he dislocated his shoulder during his seizure. And I thought, man, if you knew what you just did for me, if you knew how you changed my whole perception of this moment, he changed it by being kind and, like, you know, just
and authentic.
Like
he didn't know you were there. So.
No, I'll love that story for the rest of my life.
I did too. When she told me, we use the Marco Polo app where you can, so it's like FaceTime but not in real time, so you can just watch it at your convenience. And when as she was telling me this, I was thinking, please tell me she told him, like, I'll die if she was just like, and then he walked away, and I was like, no, I couldn't take it. Like, my heart was beating. She's such a good storyteller, and so obviously that didn't happen. Okay, so
yeah, that was wonderful. Yeah, thanks.
Okay,
so the next question I had for Miss Life and Times of Erica Clark and Dirty Goat owner is, what is one of your favorite customer appreciation stories? That's one of our favorite things to do. Is to swap
appreciate
stories.
the customer appreciation is so huge. Like, I just want to say, people leave notes in the notes section of their orders. I see every single one of those. Like, even though I don't print the invoices anymore, Phil does it all, and he takes pictures of it and he texts it to me.
So sweet.
And he'll even then tell me who it was too. And like the other day he sent 2 and they were just, "You're amazing, you're wonderful," like really nice things. Like, "I hope you're having a great day." Like, I see those and it makes me have a great day. But he was just like, "This one is from this person and this one's from this person," but he reversed it and he texted back and just like, "Sorry, that was reversed. This person said that." So yeah, and so yeah, my one that really just stands out, and I'll tell you the truth, I still this product, I make something called Method Oil Cleanser, and it's a wonderful product. I love it. It's not my most popular product, but I will always make it because of this one customer. And you know, when it comes back, it's because she emailed and said, "I'm out of this one product." I won't do that for everyone, but it was just like, she just really touched my heart. She lives in Pennsylvania, I think, and I met her when I was selling on Etsy, and she left a review on my Etsy page, and it was the most glowing, and I get some really heartfelt reviews. Like, people take time out of their day. Don't you feel like that? I'm like, you know,
touches my heart.
There's no, you're not getting any compensation. Like, you just were like, "Oh, I need to do this today. I need to sit down and take time and leave this person a review," as if spending your money with me isn't enough. Like, that's enough.
But now you take time to send love to me for my
out of your day. And I just feel like time is the one commodity you can't get back. So if someone spends time with me, I'm just like, "I can't believe you did this." So it matters to me. But she left this review. She said she had a serious skin condition. And she was in remission. If I'm not mistaken, I think she said she had a form of skin cancer. And she was in remission, and she had some pretty severe scarring. She's in the Facebook group too, and I don't think most people know who she is, but she's amazing. And she just sends me emails and pictures. She volunteers at a, what's the place called where nuns live? A convent. Like, she volunteers in convent and uses the Method Oil Cleanser on their nails, and they love it because they feel really pampered. They're not painting their nails and stuff. I know.
I love this.
I know. There's so much.
My gosh.
But she left this amazing review and said that the doctor prescribed this stuff. I'm not anti-medicine, but she just said it wasn't working to heal the scars. It wasn't working, and the Method Oil Cleanser like healed her scars. And I was just like, "Oh my gosh!" And so that's why to this day, because she recently emailed me, like she lets me know when she only has a few bottles. She buys like 4 bottles at a time.
I love it.
She's amazing, and so that was my favorite one. It was just like, wow, because it could feel like, well, it's just a bar of soap. And it often is just some kind of little piece of luxury that makes people feel, it's like fun. It's like a little self-care. And I know that there's value in that. But I think it was the first time that someone was just like, this actually impacted my life. Yeah. More than just,
smelling good and
smelling good and feeling pretty.
Yes.
Right. So.
And your customers, I have to say, are some of the best people. Some of you have trickled over into my brand, and it's so funny. I'll share with Erica.
And I'm always so proud of that too. I'm like, I feel like sometimes
I know
I weirdly feel like my customers represent me.
Yep, we've had that
so
conversation.
I'm always kind of proud of them when I see them loving on her brand, and she has her own following. But whenever I see, like on Instagram, I'll see someone supporting her, I'm like, I feel like they're representing me. Like, okay, you're like, you know.
And she knows you guys.
Yeah, I know.
This is the thing too. I will send her a text like, "Look at this big order I just got. Can you even
that's my
believe
girl.
it?" And
I know her.
Oh yeah,
she's
I know
an amazing customer.
And she's like, she orders this and this, and she's got this dog, and I love her pictures of her cat, and she's so sweet. And I'm always just like, it just gives me goosebumps now to talk about it because she has such a deep connection to you guys. Like, she truly knows and cares about her customers, and obviously that love is reflected through you back to me. I get some residual love as well, and now I'm getting more connected, and it's just such a cool, that's why this collaboration was so cool, because we're not two random brands.
I thought that's right. I thought people who like both of our brands will think it's cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
So okay, so next question.
I never even.
So what do you think, how do you see Sugarwood? Like, if you just your best guess. Obviously, things happen, you never know, but what would you like to see happen for Sugarwood?
Okay. I'm glad she asked this question because I think that stating intentions
I
is
knew
really
you were going to
powerful.
say that. I knew it.
And she believes it too.
Yes, I do. But I knew you were going to be like, I'm manifesting it right now.
Yes, I'm manifesting by stating my intention for my brand. And that means it can ebb and flow however. Okay, this is hard. Okay, what I would like is to be bigger, obviously. Right now we are in, we renovated our garage into a commercial kitchen facility.
It's legit.
Yeah, we started.
It's intimidating.
Yeah, it was
if you're another small business owner and you see that, you're like, oh, I need to get my act together. Like, this is the real deal.
And I look at other businesses. Now I'm looking at other people who've got like production lines and UPS
That's how we keep getting better, is like our standards are high.
It's never enough. I never feel done. So right now we're small. We're a small group. We've got me, my husband, and one girl, Cara, who I love so much. And she's amazing. And we hire in extra help on holidays and things like that. So what I would love, because the part of my brand that I love the most, and luckily she taught me this, is focusing on what you're really good at. And what I'm really good at is creativity. In whatever form it can come. I love packaging. I love coming up with the treats. You know, I know some of
it's fun. It keeps it fun.
That's one of the things. Like our flagship products are the caramels, sea salt caramels, and the caramel shortbread. And for so long, I was cranking out those. And then I was so jealous because Erica was doing all this fun stuff. Like she was like, this restock's going to be rainbow, and this one's The Office, and this one is mermaid themed. And I'm like, oh God, it looks so fun. And she was like, why can't you do it?
You can still do the same stuff that everyone loves.
Yeah. And so I know some of you guys purchased. I tried it for the first time this year, and we've never been more successful thanks to her advice and your support. And it gave me this little seedling of hope of what we could be. So what I would like would be to have a team of people to focus on the flagship products, the heavy hitters that go to the stores, to build up my e-commerce side, my web sales, to do the more fun, creative, I don't want to call them restocks because that's a different word, but just like holidays, Mother's Day, Father's Day, 4th of July fun thing, Christmas thing, doing small curated things like that, because that's where I get so excited. Like, what's the packaging going to be? She gets this too. Like, what kind of boxes am I going to put this in? What kind of ribbon am I going to tie it with? How am I going to market it? What kind of pictures am I going to take? Because luckily I can take my own pictures. I'm not as great of a photographer as Erica, but I know how to take, I can take some good pictures of my own stuff.
It helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really helps.
It matters.
But it's fun for me to create like the look for the, I think of it like a campaign
Keeps it exciting. Yeah.
Like, it's like, what's the next campaign going to be?
Yeah.
How am I going to push myself? I'd like to be, and then I would like to not be the grunt worker so much. I would love to, show somebody else, like, here's how we do it, and be more overseeing of it. So that would mean I'd need a bigger facility. That would mean I'd need to hire more people. More money, more problems, they say. I always think of that. But
more money, more bills.
Yeah, but when you're doing what you love, I don't necessarily feel like I need to be like in every store in America.
Right.
That's not what I'm looking for. Luckily I've got inspiration from Erica. I like the idea of me connecting through social media and I always want that tether to my clients between my heart and theirs.
Because that's harder to obtain in retail. You can't. It's a little more difficult.
People don't know. Like the guy who picked up my box in the store, he didn't know me.
There. Right.
So I would love to have an e-commerce. Like I would love to just be shipping stuff all over the country and coming up with cool stuff. Maybe getting a few bigger stores, but really just grow a little bit bigger, and then maybe someday retire and I don't know, relax and sell it and live with Erica in Miami. I don't know. We'll see.
Or Las Vegas.
Or Las Vegas.
Where the humidity is.
Yeah, where my hair looks better.
My hair loved it. She went to Utah and was just like, you're going to love it out here. My hair loved it.
You guys who live over in that area, you must have the most beautiful hair.
The humidity here and in the Midwest is bad.
Yes, it's gross. So, yeah, I'm excited. We'll see where it goes. Who knows what's going to happen. As long as I'm always able to be creative and authentic, whether I'm writing, I do want to write a novel, whatever I'm doing, as long as I'm being real and creative, I think I'll be happy.
Good answer. Okay. Give me a second. Okay, last question.
All right. The final question I had for you, your favorite word. What are your intentions for your brand and your life as you grow and move forward?
Okay, so the truth was, she asked me, where do you see yourself in 5 years? It's true, right? And I was like, I hate that question.
I'm not answering that. That's
I won't answer. I hate that question because 5 years ago, I didn't know where I was going to be. Like, you just don't know. And I don't know. I'm weird like that when someone says, what would you do if you had $1 million? I don't know. It depends on...
I just asked her that the other day. She's like, I don't know.
Like, it depends on, like, today, what would I do with $1 million? Probably pay off my car, you know, like, not fun stuff. But, so, yeah, I was just like, well, maybe where would I like to grow, how I would like for the business to be or something like that. Like, so, honestly, this is sound real corny, but the truth is, if I can pay my bills, do a little online shopping, and supporting other indie vendors, because that's important to me, save a little bit for retirement, and keep helping animal causes. I don't want to talk about it too much because I'll start crying.
She'll cry.
I told the other day, I told her how insane the animal thing is. She was like, whoa, I thought I was bad. She was like, Erica, I honestly didn't know it was that bad. I said something like, it keeps me up at night.
She goes, it's unhealthy how much I think about
consume. Like, I'll just be, I don't want to get depressing. I'll just like, I'll envision shelters and just like.
So I'll send her happy things. That's how it started. I sent her videos of the kittens at my mom's barn. And she goes,
thank you, because I always see sad stuff.
She goes, thank you for telling me there's kittens out there having fun.
Because I get consumed with the thought of not well taken care of.
She takes it seriously. It's a very big, huge part of her.
She's like, Roscoe, come here, Roscoe. Okay, so this is my.
Both of these are rescues.
All of them except one is a rescue, pretty much. He's a senior rescue. This is Roscoe. He's a Chorky, Chihuahua and Yorkie mix. But anyway,
she thinks that's gross. I love him.
It's disgusting. Like, I love him in different ways, but I don't let him lick me. So yeah. Anyway, that's where I see the dirty goat is. I just feel like I don't feel it's kind of like a responsibility. I just feel like I've been given so much. Like, how dare I not give back? And so I know so many other people give back in different ways. Like, there are a million other different ways to give back. Everyone's got their place. You know, like, we can't all do everything all the time.
Care about the same thing all the time.
Right. Not everyone should care about the same things. That's what we talked about. Like, yes, I care about, you know, babies needing clothes and things, but there are groups, every group does and helps someone. And so, I can't keep taking more animals. Right now, in my house, I have 5 cats and a dog. Like, I can't take anymore, and we rent. So what can I do? I can use part of the profits from the dirty goat to give back to animal causes. And so that's what I choose to do. And if you follow me on social media, you'll know at the end of July we'll be donating to a place, Animal Friends of Westmoreland. And so, yeah, I just thought, well, I can't keep taking more animals. What can I do? So that and making sure I have some kind of financial security. Yeah. Because it's, you know, when you make more money, you spend more money, you have more bills, and it goes as fast as it comes in, doesn't it?
Yes, and we don't have like 401ks or vacation time. We work
or dental, no dental, none of that. I have, you know, I have to. It's all on my own. Yep. And so, so I would like to make enough money to be able to help more animal causes, and I should save for retirement. So. That is what I want to do.
This is your retirement, buddy.
So,
yeah,
hopefully that's
I love that. It is.
Okay, so
you're on the camera now.
You're a star.
You did it, buddy.
I love you. Okay, so okay, now the fun stuff. So we just wanted to go over the details. It's going to be super, super simple, but I would like to share I appreciate, first of all, I want to say thank you so much for being here and taking time. She leaves today, so we're like, we have to do this today. So I just want to thank you for being here.
I hope I can come again.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
But I wanted to share you guys with Shana. So one of the requirements to enter, I'll make it super simple. All you need to do is follow her on Instagram. It's real easy to find. It's Sugarwood.
Sugarwood.
It's super simple.
One word.
I'm not worried about, you can follow, most of you probably already follow me on Instagram, but if you don't, that would be great. But make sure you leave your Instagram handle in the comments, so that way we can check to make sure that you're following Shana would. So that was pretty much it. Is that cool with you? Like,
yeah,
I like to make it really simple.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
No matter how good the giveaway is, don't you ever feel like that? If it's like, if I have to do all these things, 80 accounts, and then I'm just like, ugh, forget it.
Too much, I don't want
I'll just buy it. Most of the time, like, I'll just pull my card out and buy it. Thanks anyway. Like, so I just like to make it simple. Like, just follow. Just follow her. Just follow Sugarwood.
And
that's all you have
to you.
It would be great if you could subscribe to my channel. As you can see, I don't have a ton of subscribers, and I am really trying hard to grow this channel into something bigger, so that would be awesome. But the main thing is just make sure that you leave your Instagram handle in the comment section. And what should we do, like 1 week? You want to just choose? And
sure, a week. And
we'll just at random choose the commenter. We'll just like use like random number generator or something like that.
Yeah, I love that.
And then yeah, just make sure you check back to see if you won. Right. I'll try to reach out to you on Instagram, but just remember to check your other folder. You know, like sometimes it goes to different folders, like if we're not friends and all that other business. But we'll do 1 week. So today's Sunday. I will announce it next Sunday who gets to win all the Sugarwood stuff, the Louis Finer meats, which, oh my gosh, best beef jerky you ever had in your life.
There's beef jerky. There's
and that sauce, that steak sauce stuff. Oh, taffy. Oh my gosh, so that was really nice of you to do that. Which she got out of her own syrup. Yes.
Homemade Wisconsin maple syrup.
And I'll include a photo of all of the stuff that you can win, so that way you at least know what you're entering. Like, is this worth it? But it's worth it, trust me. So anyway, thank you for being here. I love you very much. And anyway, and thank you all for being here, and I hope you guys have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, are we taping?
Oh. Yep.
Sorry, hold on.
That's okay.
I want to have my questions pulled up and ready. Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yes. Okay.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, okay. I'm nervous.
That's okay, we're cute. Okay. I mean, I won't really start recording until I sit down anyway. Okay.
He's dying.
I know. He's like, I can't take this.
If he wants.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so what about yourself?
Don't be ashamed of him.
I love him. Don't make me feel like a bad mom. I know. My girl. Oh my god.
Oh, you're a star.
I know. So, let me stop this.
Okay.
That was really good, Shana.
God damn it, I didn't expect to cry. Okay. Okay. Take 4.
I think Molly's tired of crying. She's like, God, go crying.
Oh,
okay, so.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, let me see. I was worried with my drum last time. My butt's sweating. You want to hop down? Oh, gross.